Hi folks, before we get started, just a quick reminder, none of us here at Active Range are licensed financial advisors, and nothing posted in our server is financial advice. We are just a community sharing ideas and charts, so please manage your risk and only trade what you can afford to lose. My Discord name is Benz215, and I am one of the head traders in the elite trading room. In today's video, I will provide an overview of the entire chart layout that is streamed daily on Zoom. I will discuss the different sections of the chart and how we put it all together in order to discover potential trade opportunities. Please note that everything I talk about today is broken down with detailed explanations in the methodology section of our Discord room. For Elite members, we have 9 videos on these items along with a printable PDF which you will find in the Elite Education channel. iSPY will upload this video there as well, along with the corresponding PDF. Towards the end of this video, I will show you where to locate the different Elite channels and help you navigate your way around them. I'll be showing different chart examples throughout this video to point out certain sections of the chart to help you better understand what I'm referring to. It will all make sense as we move along. Regime day. Let's first do a brief overview of the 3 distinct regime days. There's only 3 of them. We define them as A1, A2, and A3. We have separate videos available for each day in the education channel that breaks down the details of each particular day. Please review these at your earliest opportunity. It is important that you know which day we are trading in at all times. iSPY will post in the room each morning which particular day it is, however you can track it yourself if you wish. I have outlined the underlying importance of all 3 and what we look for. For A1, it is our reset day and we are looking for the lows to set in before the probabilities of a bounce can occur. For A2, this is our expansion day and we can expect a continued rally from the A1 low. And for A3, this is our exhaustion day where we can expect an end to the rally that began on the A1 day. Order flow zones. Okay, let's get started. First, let's review the true flagship of our chart where it all started many years ago, and that is the order flow zones and the spreads. The order flow zones, I labeled them number 1, and they're highlighted in yellow box. There's 3 different colors. There's red, yellow, and green. As you can guess, red is considered a sell order flow zone, and green is considered a buy order flow zone. The yellow order flow zone in the middle is considered the dead man zone. If the middle zone breaks from below and climbs above the top of the yellow area, price can move higher. If the middle zone breaks down from above and starts to fall below the bottom of the yellow area, the price can move lower. Your best trade setups with higher probabilities will be from the green and red zones. However, yellow can work if we have other confluence factors, which we will discuss further in this video. The spread. The distance between the lines and the zones is what we call the spread. It's labeled number 2, and it's highlighted in a green box. It is one of the most important pieces of information on the chart. The spread acts as like a pressure gauge, telling us how much institutional interest, liquidity, and momentum exist in the current environment. This particular chart has a current spread of 10 points between levels. I have drawn blue arrowed lines showing the distance between them. Each spread level on ES is easily identified with colored tabs. So for example, the lowest level is 7402.34 on ES. The next one up is 7412. The distance between them is considered a spread of 10. If you look at item number 3, you will see a top dash line and a bottom dash line. Excuse me. When the top dash line above the red algo order flow zone is broken, or the bottom dash line before the green algo order flow zone is broken, the levels and the spreads will update. Occasionally, but not too often, the zones and spreads will update automatically by themselves before breaking a top or lower level dash line. This is due to a time-based model and institutional positioning, but it doesn't happen very often. When the levels do update, the green, yellow, and red order flow zones will automatically adjust to show where the new ES levels are, as well as any change in spread. There will be times when the order flow zones will adjust to a different ES level, however, the spread will remain the same. As time goes on and you review the live charts in action, it'll all make sense. We prefer spreads of 5 or greater. With the current price action driven by recent news events lately, spreads of 10 have become very common. Lower spreads of 2 and 3, they indicate a low interest environment, uncertain direction. We would generally avoid this spread due to whipsaws and fake breakouts. We prefer spreads of 5 or greater. And again, you can read more about this in our education channel and our methodology channel. And one last item that before we go on to the U-vol and the D-vol, you can actually see the thin red and green, the thin red and the thin green line there. They both have a blue circle around them on the left side of the chart. This is where the previous levels were, and also shows the distance between the lines called spreads, as I just discussed, where they were before then. And currently right now the spread is 3, but prior to that you can see that the spread was tighter. So that spread prior to was 5. Okay, it's very easy to figure out just by looking at it that way. You can also see the red candle wick here, which I just circled with a diamond. It broke through the previous top dash level. Okay, that is where the spread actually changed from 5 to 10. Okay, back to U-vol. It has a yellow outline box around it. These two separate boxes will light up in green or red during the movement of the current candle. These two boxes are opposite from each other. As shown here, highlighted in the yellow box above the top, in the top there, we see that the D-vol is green, indicating more selling volume is being transacted at this given moment in time on the 15-minute candle. If the D-vol is red, it would indicate more buying was underway. If the U-vol is red, it would indicate more selling is occurring. If the U-vol is green, it would indicate more buying, and often you will see one red while the other is green, which is to be expected. Once we see a sell program alert or a buy program alert, we'll discuss those here in a minute, it's good to pay attention to the U-vol or D-vol to see what is happening under the hood of the current candle. We will go over again the sell and the buy programs here in just a second. Active range auction model. I highlighted the active range model in the yellow box here. When a candle touches one of our 3 order flow zones, the green, the yellow, or the red, it will light up and the phase will update to active. You can see right here it says active. Whenever we get an alert in the active model range, again, it'll light up in active. So it'll then tell you if there's buyers building or buyers defending or sellers building or sellers defending. In this particular case, buyers were building. For each update on the active range model, you will also hear the audio alert if you have your Zoom sound on. And in addition, the alert will also print in the active range alerts channel. Again, we have details on the active range model in the methodology section, as well as a detailed video in the Elite Education channel. Before the end of this video, I will navigate through the different Elite member Discord channels in our room. If the levels change and the candle is somewhere in between one of the 3 zones, it will light up, the entire auction area will light up in light blue, and the state will read map updated, indicating that we have not yet reached the zone. There will be times when all the data in the active range box will light up in a bright yellow. This will signal an ARS alert, which is an acronym for Active Range System Alert. The letters ARS will appear under the candle when it is triggered, and again, I will discuss the ARS further in this video as well. One last thing I wanted to point out is this number in the blue box to the upper right. It represents the distance in points from the 6 p.m. open the previous day. As you can see, the current price is now negative 106 points from where we opened yesterday evening. All right, let's talk about the ZoneBook. I placed a yellow box around the entire ZoneBook area of the chart. Most retail traders refer to this as the DOM, which stands for depth of market. The ZoneBook shows the resting orders waiting to be filled. I actually put a smaller yellow box around this. Okay, these are orders waiting to be filled. They have not been filled yet. And you'll see the horizontal red and green lines. Each one have different lengths on them. The length of the line, the red or the green line, they represent how many orders are sitting there waiting to be filled. Once an order exceeds 200 in count, we show it along with the ES level. In this example, there are 213 orders waiting to be filled at ES level 7, or it's actually 7460. The higher the count, the stronger of a magnet it becomes. Very often we will see orders of 500 to over 1,000 at a certain level just waiting to be filled. It's important to note that not all resting orders over 200 are filled, as they can be pulled at any time while institutions reposition. Sometimes we will see ES levels gravitate towards a large resting order, and right before it gets there, the order will be pulled. But knowing where the larger orders are on the ZoneBook is important. If you're going to take a short trade in the upper red zone and you see a large order of 950, 10 points above where it's currently at, you might want to wait on going short until we see if we get that order filled first. Be sure to keep an eye on this throughout the day. In addition, you can see a pink shaded box that reads an Iceberg buyer just stepped in and bought 312 count on ES level 7436.50. This pink box will disappear after a few seconds, but it confirms a completed transaction at that level. Throughout the day, you'll see lots of pop-up boxes like this in the ZoneBook. They're only there for a few seconds, then they disappear. It helps keep the charts clean. We can't leave them up there all day. They will read things like Iceberg buyer, Iceberg seller, bid hit, bid pulled, ask hit, or ask pulled. In the methodology section in the Elite Education channel, we have details on what each one of these alerts mean. This section here shows the ES levels that we are ranging in. Each highlighted tab is the individual level with a spread of 10 in this case. The black tab is the current ES price and will move up and down in the real time throughout the day. I just highlighted the black tab in blue here. Now, let's talk about the ES tape. It's one of my favorite features on the chart and has helped me tremendously over time. By the way, our original Slack group name was called Tape Readers. We've been doing this for a while now. I watch the tape continuously throughout the day. At the top, you can see the daily high as well as the daily low on ES. And in the main section, you will see different colors for the orders. The four colors will be pink, red, green, and yellow. Pink and red are sell orders. Red is a regular sell order, while pink reflects sell orders under the bid. The green and yellow ones are buy orders. Green is a regular buy order, and yellow is a buy order above the ask. Buy orders above the ask and sell orders under the bid, they indicate urgency, folks. It's the institutions or larger traders getting in and out of position quickly. To me, it indicates, again, a sense of urgency. I pay close attention to those type of particular orders. You can see the time, the transaction level, as well as the count of that order. The main tape here, the ES tape, will only show orders over 50 count, which keeps it cleaner with less noise. We're looking for larger orders in this case, minimum 50. You do want to pay attention to the large orders, preferably over 350 count, or 4 to 5 orders in a row, such as 5 sell orders totaling over 400 or more. You can do this with yellow buy orders as well. Large orders do move the market. It is often we will see several 500 count buy or sell orders throughout the day, and even some around 1,000. The tape only shows executed orders that were actually completed, whereas the ZoneBook shows orders waiting to be filled. The B next to the order indicates part of a block buy. Block buys are considered stronger orders than those without a B next to them. If you see a capital L or a capital H to the left of the order, this identifies the low or high of this particular day. Let's move to the next section, starting from left to right at the bottom. This is the mini tape. It shows all ES orders under 50 count. This tape's going to move really fast as thousands of smaller orders will fill throughout the day. The color of the orders that reflect the same as the regular ES tape: red, pink, green, and yellow. You can also see the daily volume on the ES tape. If you trade ES and you place an order to buy 2, you will see this on the mini tape. Let's talk about the algo order flow now. This section here is what we call the algo order flow. It visually reflects the difference between how much volume is being exchanged at key areas, especially near highs and lows. What we look for is the extreme levels of 85 and 15. We have horizontal lines at these particular levels as well as a 50% center line. I've enlarged this section for easier viewing. Over 85 indicates excessive buying, and a potential exhaustion move back down could happen. When we fall below 15, it indicates oversold exhaustion, and we could see a potential move back up into the range. When the line crosses 15, it will turn yellow, as shown in this example. When it crosses above 85, it'll turn red. Once the color of the line changes either yellow or red, we must always see where the candle is in reference to the algo zones, the green and the red or the yellow algo zones, as they are the primary reason that we're actually trading this system. The yellow tab to the right, I just put a blue box around it. It's actually showing the current number of the algo order flow. So right now we are yellow. We are below the 15 line. We're all the way down to 7.28. That's pretty low. Please remember that once the order flow turns red or yellow, it doesn't mean to get into a trade right away. You'll need a few other confluences to make a logical decision, such as, are we in a green or a red algo zone? Are there any large orders hitting the ES tape? Are there any big orders resting above or below on the ZoneBook? Did we get an alert indicating buyers defending on the auction model? Those things you need to take a look at before you make a trade. You want 2 to 3 confluence factors to give you the probabilities on your side. All right, now we're going to talk about simple delta. The section below the order flow, this is the delta area. Here you can see cumulative volume delta as we progress throughout the day, with green bars above the zero line for buying and red bars below the zero line for selling. I zoomed the simple delta section up a little bit. The bar delta shows the amount for the entire day. The bar delta shows the amount for this particular 15-minute candle, whereas the session delta shows the amount for the entire day. Now let's talk about tick strike. Our last item on the lower right there, that's the tick strike box. We show the tick for ES SPY Q. On our streaming chart, if you have the sound turned on, you can hear tick strike making clicking noises. There's a slight difference in clicking sound for both buying and selling. This section of the chart serves as an audio and visual cue on current market momentum. If we see the tick strike turn red as shown in this particular zoomed image, it indicates downward momentum. If we see tick strike turn green, it indicates upward momentum. We utilize tick strike only when we take a long on an ARS alert, which I will cover next. We offer 2 additional trigger alerts that can help you throughout the day as well. The first one are HFT alerts. HFT stands for high frequency trading. HFT alerts can come at any time. This current chart is showing a buy program alert in the morning and a sell program alert around lunchtime. The preferred method is to look for them in or near an algo order flow zone, red, yellow, or green. On this particular day, the buy alert came near the green zone and the sell alert came in the red zone. It was a perfect day to trade these particular alerts. So if we are in a green order flow zone, we should expect a buy program, and vice versa. If we're in a red order flow zone, we would be looking for a sell program alert. HFT alerts will also come with an audio alert. If your Zoom sound is turned on, you'll hear it. It will also be visible on the chart below or above the candle where it triggered, as shown in this image. And the alert will also print in the active range alerts channel. I'll show you where to locate this in the Discord room before the end of the video. Our next alert is the ARS. It'll appear on the chart as an ARS alert, and it'll be for long trades only. If an ARS alert triggers, the chart will show the letters ARS with a small green arrow under the candle where it took place. For all ARS alerts, there will be an audio alert, and it will also print in the active range alerts channel. Ideally, you want to see an ARS alert in the lower buy zone or the middle yellow zone. There will be plenty of times you'll see an ARS alert in or near the top zone. ARS alerts near the top zone, they have less probabilities. However, 3 to 5 points in profit is still very possible. important to know you must use tick strike on an ARS alert to know when to enter a long position. In our Elite Education channel, we have a video on the correct way to execute an ARS alert. For both HFT and ARS alerts, we're not expecting home run moves for our trades. We look for 3 to 5 to 10 points on ES. A lot of these alerts do offer exponentially more than this. However, we like to keep it real and know that base hits win the game. The risk parameters for executing these type of alerts, it's up to the sole discretion of the individual trader. By the way, you can track the wins and losses on these two alerts on our iSPYTrading.com website. All right. Here is a list of items that will help guide you when you first get into the Elite channel. And it actually tells you a little bit about what is going on inside the actual rooms, okay? Here is the list of rooms that you will see as an Elite trader. And what we'll do now is we will take a little closer look at some of these. In the active range alerts, here's where you will get an alert every time something happens, whether it's sellers defending or a buy program triggers or buyers defending. These are what you will get in the alert active channel, active range alerts channel. The Elite chat, that is for members only. We have a free chat as well. But the Elite chat is just for actual Elite members who have joined our Discord channel. We've got Elite Education. That's where you'll actually find all of the videos and the PDFs. You'll actually find this video in there as well soon. We've got Elite Backtesting. You want to take a look at that. That'll tell you what you can kind of expect on A1, A2, and A3 days, especially when we gap up. It talks about percentages of us going back to the open on those particular days if we gap up. Very good to know that stuff before the day opens up. In our Elite SPX levels, those for folks that want to swing trade SPY or SPX, it's long range swing trades. So if you're looking to do options, you want to look at 2 to 3 months out, use the levels in there to show the direction. And in the Elite game plan, we'll actually show that here. Here it is, the Elite game plan. This is where iSpy will post either the night before or the morning of what happened the prior day and what we can expect with the upcoming day. He actually gives it scores as well. And they're inside our backtesting, our education channel, you'll find how to read the scores. 6 is the score on this particular one. We had some last week that were 18, 19, and 20, and we had a lot of volatility. We had 100-point moves those days. So be sure to check the Elite game plan every morning before the open. And just a recap of what we discussed today, we talked about the active range alerts, the HFT alerts for both SPY and ES programs. We talked about the ZoneBook. We talked about order flow, delta flow. We talked about tick strike and the live time and sales on the ES tape. The back testing that we do, it goes all the way back to 2018 and counting. In addition to our chart and the alerts, we also offer additional benefits to Elite members that you all should be aware of. You'll have direct access to the creator of the active range chart system, which is iSpy, and all of its components. iSpy, he loves to teach and explain his system. We also offer monthly webinars to review things like market auction theory and answer questions. We provide a long-range SPX chart, as I talked about, for those who like to swing trade. We are on the mic in the private room a couple of times a week, sharing our thoughts, pointing out what we are seeing on the intraday charts, and answering members' questions as always. We offer a complete system so you can understand why price moves, not just when to click buy or sell. It's important that you stop relying on gurus to give you signals. In order to have longevity in this arena, you must, I repeat, you must learn to stand on your own feet. We have a saying in our room, learn it and earn it. I hope you've enjoyed this video as much as I like making it. iSpy and myself are very passionate about trading, and our goal is to help other traders prosper. We'll be making more videos in the future, so stay tuned. Let us know if you have any questions, and have a great day.